What's up, guys? Christopher Polvoorde, and this is my 2024 Polaris Xpedition. We're up here on the side of the mountain, actually right in my backyard in beautiful Utah, and I've owned this thing for a little over a month now, probably a month or two, and I want to kind of give you my honest review. I've driven this thing all the time and show you the things I love about it, and then just kind of a walk around of this pretty awesome machine. So, first things first, it's 1,000 cc's or 999 cc's, naturally aspirated motor. Yeah, it's pretty simple. What I think separates this different from a Ranger or a, your Ranger or your General is it is fully enclosed from the factory. And it's pretty awesome. That's one of the number one selling points for me. I had a full Ranger on order that was fully enclosed, but this has so much more capabilities. I also have a Ranger, and off-road wise, this thing is night and day compared to my Ranger. So that point, awesome. But yeah, I'll kind of just walk you through the whole machine. This thing's completely stock. I haven't done a thing to it. I have some plans, but we'll just start at the front and walk back. So right up front, 4,500 pound winch, comes factory. Pretty awesome. It has a pretty beefy front bumper on it. Some tires. The tires have been fine. A little smaller. I personally am gonna upgrade a little bit bigger, and I think it's gonna give me some of the, little better ride, but then you compensate some things, and there's just not a ton of room. But when you walk back and look at the A-arms and stuff, this reminds me a lot more of a RZR than just a Ranger. My Ranger, they're this big, whatever. This actually has some reinforcements, bigger tube diameter, a lot more. And then we have comes factory with some Performance Series Fox shocks, 2.0s in the front, 2.5s in the back, but four-wheel drive. So you're kind of looking at this thing, awesome. Then we jump up to the windshield, which is nice. It does have a water sprayer, which that's kind of a nice feature. Windshield wiper, and then I'll show you once we get inside too, but the window actually pops up, which for like right now it's pretty good. Like late summer, it's pretty nice just to pop that thing up and kind of cruise, get you that cool vibe. Walking back, the mirrors are really nice and big. I will say I have some smaller mirrors on my other street legal Ranger, and these are so much nicer. And then if they do get hit by sticks, they fold in real nice. I haven't had it rip one off yet or anything, so that's nice. We'll do a full outside before we dive in, but as you're walking back, very nice functional doors. They actually have some weight to them, not just junk. Intake's nice and high. I forget if this is the intake or the vent. Then we come back here, 600 pound load capacity on the bed. It's not as big as what your normal Ranger would be, but there's still plenty of room. And then it has this whole locking system, which is pretty dang cool when you really start to look at it. I have yet to buy anything. I've been so busy, but it's definitely, they make racks for tires, every activity you can imagine. They even have a rooftop tent for a thing. So, but you guys know that if you're probably watching this. But as you come back, 2.5 Fox Performance Series, completely stock, works good. You have the and the air filters right here, very easy to clean. I really like that. That makes it really nice. I'll actually clean it then, not just push the limits. Once again, stock shocks. It does have a dump bed, which is kind of nice. Has the rams, hydraulic ram on it, which makes it nice. Latch that down. And yeah, that's kind of the walk around on the outside. Looks, they look pretty good. I think with a little bit bigger tire, a little bit better rim, it really is going to make this thing pop. But overall, from the outside, it does have a 2,000 pound towing capacity on the rear hitch, but once again, like jumping back to the suspension and stuff, it's just so much beefier than your Ranger's going to get. It still does have that, more A-arm rear arms versus like a RZR trailing arm, but this thing does surprise me on like how plush and comfortable it is. It's just like a nice ride when you're out cruising it, and for what you're doing. You know, I use this thing to go get coffee, go to the hardware store, and then go for like afternoon cruises. It's perfect for like being out hunting. It's kind of that, like, you know, it's that in between of like, you want to go fast, but you want to do it comfortably. Like, I have my coffee, I have my hat on, I have a t-shirt on. Like, if it's cold in the morning, turn the defroster on. So far I love that. And I mean, the ability to have it street legal just so easily is awesome, straight from the factory. But we'll dive inside. Doors have some weight to them. It feels nice, doesn't feel chintzy. Like, you know, one thing I will say, the doors don't open super wide. So you know, you gotta a little snug sometimes getting in, but if you know, you're tight or something. But okay, jumping in here, in, you know, comfortability, sitting here, really nice, comfortable. I love the ability, I love the steering wheel. I am a race car driver and I love the steering wheel really close to me. And this has the ability to, and get it kind of flat, which really nice feature, that a lot of other, you know, models do not have. So I love that, very comfortable. Then we'll jump to, you know, shifts really easy, has a nice glove box or center console box. Turn signals easily accessible, not on here. I don't know, but it does flash on the screen, so I don't tend to leave them on too long after I turn. As we come across here, like, you know, the whole ride command and all that is very simple. Ride command, got my horn. One thing I do like about this is it has 1-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, and then 4-wheel drive. So on the highway and like driving around, like, it's so nice to just be able to put in 1-wheel drive. It's not just skirting everywhere. 3 different modes on, you know, your drivability, and then you got your winch right here, and then you have all your features here. Windshield wiper with a little action. That's easy. And then what I do like about this is the electric power windows. Very nice feature. Very nice feature. But then as you look around, I like the headliner. Great feature. I think it does help with the sound a little. Nice glove box. You know, and then like I said earlier, I don't know if it's going to do it with this GoPro. Oh, here. That ability to open up, I just think is awesome. It just, you know, makes you feel one with the environment again when it is a nice day. But as soon as it gets bad, you can shut it and continue on your way. So that's kind of the here. It does have a nice stereo that comes with it. The seats are comfortable from the factory. Then let's jump in the back. We got a little bit of stuff back here. What I love about this, so it is a tight back seat, but it does have seating for 5 legally, which is really nice. But the ability to just boom, and you have these flip up really nice, and you have a lot of room. So I like that because I'm able to throw Vicente in the back, and if he's all muddy or something, I just flip these things up. He's not on my seats ruining them. 2 cup holders. The ability to run your seats back here, and yeah, so overall I'm gonna give you a couple pros and cons to wrap up this thing. And if you have any other questions at the end, drop some in the comments, and we'll make more, because I'm gonna do a little build on this thing. Overall pros: for getting coffee, ripping around the mountain trails, perfect, awesome. I love that about it. A con: little underpowered. I am up here at, like, right now we're probably at 65, 7,500. That 99 or 1,000 cc's, just, I wish it had a little more here and there. It is a heavy machine. Another pro, like the fit and everything is pretty good for, you know, it's a UTV still. So it's kind of, they're starting to get into that more like manufacturer of a car, which I do like. Con: it is very loud inside, which we're gonna work on a kit to quiet it down. But with having that motor right behind you, and they just don't have a ton of insulation, it just kind of radiates in there. So we'll see once we put in some insulation right there, if it does quiet it down. But that is one thing. That's my number one thing on this thing. It is a little loud. It's dealable with, but it gets old after, you know, once you're in this thing for an hour or two, it starts to get a little older. Pro, suspension wise, this thing rides dreamy. Way better than my Ranger. I'm able to cover a lot more miles comfortably, and not, you know, if I have passengers, they're not complaining near as much because I always drive too fast. And I think that's it on, like, you know, overall, it's an awesome machine. I think Polaris did good. I think they're really filling a need. I think you're going to see a lot of other manufacturers, and I think you're going to see Polaris even stepping up bigger. But this, like, is such an awesome step in the right direction that it's just, it hyped me up. When they came out with this thing, I literally went straight to the store and bought one, because I had a Ranger coming. I'm like, no, I want to cancel that. I want this. And overall, super happy with it. We're starting to get to almost winter here, so we'll see how it holds up in winter, and I plan to use it all year round. And yeah, that's a wrap. We're gonna go cruise some trails, but if you have any questions, drop comments down below and we'll happily answer them as a Polaris Xpedition owner and one of the first ones. See ya. How are you?
Good, how are you? What's
Good.
Video?
We're just YouTubers, so everything gets video, sorry. Can we get a Americano and then hot, please? And then a hot, what do you want?